All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this Ahsoka. It's Ahsoka season finale, episode 8. I believe it's episode 8.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. We just want to go right into spoilers, or do we want to?
Let's just do it. Let's go right.
Let's just fucking go into
right
it.
Let me just start.
Right.
Let me just start off with the slow clap, because this is how you do a season finale. It has been so long since we have been lacking in finales. Like they just don't know how to do a proper ending. And I'm so glad that it ended the way that it did, because that means it's a very strong possibility it could be a season 2.
Yeah.
The way that it ended off. I really, really thoroughly enjoyed this show as a whole. I think we only all had that one issue with that one episode. I think that was that filler. I think that was episode 3 or something like that. But everything else has been pretty much on point. Mm-hmm. This episode was filled with everything that you wanted. It even gave us witchcraft. So they're like, they are dabbing, into that realm as well. The action was there. We got zombie stormtroopers.
We got to go to
we talked about that.
And the fact that they had zombie stormtroopers on the last episode, and the last episode aired in October, which of course Halloween. I thought that was very interesting as well. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but I thought that was dope too. Mm-hmm. But I like the fighting. They had you had Sabine finally was able to use the Force. She was finally able to use the Force. I kind of knew it was going to happen. I just didn't know how she was going to do it.
And it felt earned. It actually felt earned.
Felt earned. Like she actually worked.
Listen, somebody choking the shit out of you will do that for you.
You saw Ezra finally use the lightsaber, and he was killing it with that lightsaber. When he did that swipe behind the column, you saw the head just kind of roll off right there. I thought that was dope. You had
that kind of pissed me off though.
Why? Because you didn't actually see it.
I wanted to see. Show me the head.
Listen, just the one lightsaber complaint I have. There's the scene where the zombies are coming up, and I happened to see this on Twitter X, and there's this scene when Ahsoka takes the lightsabers and kind of just goes. It looks like, when you look at it again, it looks like the goofiest shit ever. But like, whatever. It looks like
you know what it looked like now that you did the hand movement. It looked like when if a girl was reverse double dutching.
It just that's exactly. It just looked goofy, but like the fighting for the most part was really good. The Force pushed Ezra to the ship was cool.
I like that move. I like the combination. I like the combination that Ezra did when he Force pushed 2 of those stormtroopers into Ahsoka, and she swiped both of them. I thought that was dope.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
Because that just showed you that they were working together as a team. Because the thing is, you had Ahsoka, of course, she's a master at her lightsabers. Ezra's dope with his, but Sabine is still kind of iffy with hers, but she has those blasters. So when she was struggling over there, Ahsoka said, "Sabine, blasters." She put that thing, ping, 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 and was going in with it. But what I thought was dope though was that when Ezra said, "Sabine, come on," she looked like she was going to go, but then she ran back and helped Ahsoka. So I thought that was a full circle moment that she came back and she helped her master. And she was going in at that point. She was feeling herself because she was like, "I got the Force now. So you know what? I'm gonna hold the lightsaber in one hand and the blast in the other. So I'm a boom, boom." Like I was like, she was doing little combinations.
Dude, when they cut out that first scene when she was I was like, this bitch is gonna do it again. I literally said that. Yeah. She gonna fucking leave our ass again. What the fuck is wrong?
I'm glad she came, but I'm glad she came back,
man. That was good. Dude, that was, like you said, it was a really good full circle moment. Yo, I think the Night Sisters were a little pissed. Thrawn left what's her face over.
You saw that look.
No, the Night Sisters are not. I'm telling you right now. Listen, the Night Sisters have a goal, man. They wanted to get back. Like Dathomir is a big deal. They wanted to get back to Dathomir. They want to revive the whole, their whole crew. And I honestly think the second they do, they are going to betray the F out of Thrawn, and Thrawn probably knows it too because he's smart as F. But he's gonna get double crossed. He's probably waiting for the double cross. He's like, "Go ahead, I dare you."
Thrawn is a sinister, calculating strategist, bro. Like his eyes are open to everything. Because if you notice, every time something happens and they bring back the report, he goes, "Okay, this is like okay, this is where we're going. Okay, there's no surprise. Everything has been calculated of the different outcomes and all that. Like as a villain goes, I absolutely love him. Absolutely.
Yeah, and the way he was speaking to Ahsoka on the comms too. He's like,
that was a G moment.
I knew who your master was, so I just thought how he would do it, and that's what you did. So, maybe you'll turn out like your master anyway. We're not gonna have this conversation for very long or ever again. So, peace out. Yeah, like that was he did like a G. He was not. He just said F you.
Another dope part that I like was when they were trying to get the ship started. It was like at the beginning of the episode, and Ahsoka and Ezra had to use the Force to hold the ship up. And then when Sabine was like, "Okay, on my mark, let's let go," and then she literally drove the ship and used the wings to knock those two ships out the sky. So I thought that was dope too.
And that was right after the conversation that Ahsoka was like, "Yeah, I'm with you. I'm gonna support whatever you do." And then she goes and does like freaking kamikazes, those freaking TIE fighters.
And also when they had to use the Force to open up the gate, like the door, and how they squeezed at that last minute, they squeezed right on in. That was crazy.
Yo, how did you guys feel about the Rock people? I liked them.
Huh? I was good with them. I was good with them.
I like them.
They reminded me of the Ewoks.
Yeah,
but cool. These guys are cool.
Listen, in every story there, with Star Wars, almost all the successful ones, there are these creatures that are just there for cuteness sake. They don't really fight, or they fight, and it's like, because the Ewoks, we love the Ewoks, but let's be real, like, whose ass were they gonna kick? Seriously, bro.
Yo, they kicked the stormtroopers' ass.
I mean, listen, as the story goes, I get
rock
it.
And rope.
Rocking the rope. Yeah, that's a rocking the rope.
I gotta honestly say, especially after this season is now over, Ray Stevenson. Wait, am I saying his name right?
Yeah, you saying it right, Ray Stevenson.
Okay, yeah, rest in peace, because he did a phenomenal job in this show, and he will be sorely missed, because what they teased at the end of this show too, it's a big deal. So the Mortis gods, the father, the mother, and the daughter, right? Like, and like the statue of the daughter was all messed up, but then like the owl came to Ahsoka, and that's supposed to be the daughter. Like, that's all leading to a whole big thing too, because now like the big theory is like, like he's probably going after that power, but a lot of people are saying that Anakin is that now because he's in the world between worlds, and his whole thing, we saw his Force Ghost at the end. So like they're exactly where they need to be right now. And like they really have to recast him, which is a goddamn shame. And that's going to be a whole other thing. Like the season 2 might not even follow the whole Thrawn thing, because wherever Thrawn goes, it's going to be Ezra v. Thrawn, I guess. Right. Like they'll probably come in for like the big movie, but like I think in Ahsoka season 2 starts dealing with more of the mythos and the mythology of all that stuff, which I love. Like that's something that Star Wars needs to keep doing, is that the mythos, the mythology stuff, because that was cool.
And they're keeping everybody with this ending. They're keeping everybody right there.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, we're gonna keep you thirsty for more.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There were so many questions.
Yeah, so many questions. We're going to leave this open
cargo? What's the cargo?
Yes.
I think it's more Night Sisters. Like, I think they're going to resurrect like just a ton of Night Sisters, and Thrawn is going to have a Night Sister army until the Night Sisters just completely tell Thrawn to go F himself and double cross him, which I'm sure Thrawn's prepared for it. But
Morgan is up out of there.
Yep.
Yeah, and also I'm loving the fact that the wolf dogs, the CG. First off, the CGI in this whole series was a fucking 10 out of 10. I couldn't find it, even. I'm not gonna nitpick, but I couldn't find nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
the fight scenes were staged properly, because you saw a Padawan learning how to use the Force. Saw the Padawan learning how to use her lightsaber. When Ahsoka asked her and said, "Oh," and she told Ahsoka, "I'm getting a better handle of my lightsaber," and Ahsoka told her, "That's all in your head. You can wield it no matter what. You're just thinking too much about it."
Yep.
So I was like, "Fuck, goddamn!" She's still teaching her, and she told her, like, "My master let me do what I wanted. I'm doing the same with you."
Yeah, that was good. And then she kamikazed some TIE fighters. It was funny as hell. That shit made me laugh.
I got 3 questions for y'all. Have y'all ever seen the movie The Wood?
Yeah.
No, yes. I haven't.
But you've heard of it.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie Brown Sugar?
Yes.
Yes.
You've seen the show, the movie Dope?
Yes,
I've seen parts of Dope. I haven't seen the whole thing.
The reason why I asked that question is because the director of all 3 of those movies directed this episode.
Nice. That's yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, and they said that he did such a good job with this episode that there's hints and talk that they might bring him in to direct an episode for season 4 of The Mandalorian.
I'm not sure,
Ooh.
but I feel like that director has done things in the past with one of the other shows too. I don't know which one, but I think he's actually done another, like, a different big episode for one of the Star Wars shows too. Like, so he's doing some things. I just don't know what episode it was, to be honest with you.
All right. So what do you guys give this series in total?
I give this series a 9.5. I give it a half because of that one episode. If that one episode was like the rest of them, it would have been a 10 across the board. But I give it a 9.5. I can't wait for season 2.
Listen, you know, origin stories as they go, because it's the first episode of this series. It's an origin story for me. But if you tell good origin stories, it sets you up for the rest. If they continue along this, my God, this thing's gonna be crazy. I'm definitely kind of with Torian. I'm gonna give it a 9.5. Not so much because I found anything wrong, but it's not perfect yet. But I definitely enjoyed every minute of it.
Mm-hmm.
I completely enjoyed every minute.
The show surpassed my expectations. I already had high expectations going into it, especially since I like the character so much after watching her, start in Clone Wars and where she's at now. I said Ahsoka is like one of the best characters ever written, not just in Star Wars, but in pop culture as a whole. She's a very well-rounded written character, especially since there's always been this controversy that a lot of female characters aren't written well. She's a very well-written character who has a very good start, and she has a good journey, and she's still going, and you still want more of her story. So shout out to Dave Filoni, because he put his all. That's his character. At the end of the day, if it wasn't for him, we would have no Ahsoka, whether in Clone Wars, Rebels, or her own show, or her popping up in The Mandalorian. So yeah, I really did enjoy this series. I really enjoy that character, and I can't wait to see where else this character is going to show up in the future.
All right.
Yeah, it's definitely a 9. And to echo Dave Filoni, give him the keys to everything. I don't care. The fact that this was his first live show that was actually made, that he had a big part of. That's a big deal. He's directed episodes, he's done stuff like that, but this is his first go at it for a whole season of live action. And if this is what his first show looks like, I can't imagine what more shows in a movie looks like. So I'm in. He knows how to tell a story. Like he wrote Ahsoka, like you said. Him and George Lucas had a part in that too. So he knows what he's doing. The fear that I have is that there are some. This fandom is toxic as all hell.
Star Wars.
I said Star Wars has the most toxic.
It's the most
toxic fandom ever.
Right.
This and Star Trek. This and Star Trek are the fucking worst fandoms I've ever seen in my life.
I'm just gonna be honest. Let's just face it. George Lucas did those prequel movies, and the fans pretty much ran him off. He's like, I ain't doing this shit anymore. So my fear is that the people that didn't like this show or expected more, or it's not their imaginative Star Wars universe, they're gonna run this guy off. So honestly, to all of you, shut the fuck up. Let the man cook. Let the man cook. 9 out of 10. I'm good.
I give it a 9.5, Libertarian. I'm on that side because I really, even that one episode wasn't that bad, because I wanted to know more about the sisters and know more about everybody that's on the show. But also what got me is the lore. The lore is what tied you all in. Okay, where do the Night Sister come from? Oh, there's their planet. Okay, what kind of magic do they have? Oh, we have this kind of magic. And then we have the golden green samurai sword. I'm like, come on, man.
I like the whole sound that it made when they were fighting. I like that. It's almost like she was hitting Beskar. That's what it sounded like. But I like that sound effect.
That fight was amazing with Morgan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So it was just the whole series just tied me in, and it just kept me there. Like I said, it just keeps me there. When it was over, I was like, no, don't let it be over. Please don't let it. I was waiting. I watched the whole end credit scenes to see if they were going to give me a preview, a preview shot for the next season. I was just sitting there, just, oh, come on. And like you guys said, Dave Lucas had is a little bit of a hand in it, and the set pictures and the set videos that they had when he came on set to see Ahsoka, to see everybody, and he was getting shown around in full garb. It looked like he was freaking happy out of this world. But like Abel said, this fandom is
trash. It's trash.
Fucking ridiculously bad.
Trash. You all need to shut the F up.
Because, dude, I've seen a couple of other fucking podcasts and shows that have been rating this they've been fucking trashing it for no apparent reason. In my eyes, everybody has a title for their own opinions, but in my eyes, this did bring back Star Wars because it's giving you what you want and it's leaving you thirsty for more. Any show does that, and it's good like this.
Right. Star Wars needed it bad.
Yes, and it needed it bad after the last fucking 2 movies. And they're gonna end this with a fucking movie? Come on.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling, they're gonna do their own version of whatever the Heir to the Empire's books are. Those 3 books.
Oh yeah, but wait, I got one complaint. Disney, look at me. If you don't show my green baby, I'm being fucking dead ass serious. I didn't like this little fucking this little one shot of her. I need to see my green baby walking around a little bit more.
Yeah,
please, for me. Do this for me as a fan. I need to see her. I need to see the general just walk around a little bit.
Look, yeah,
don't give me a Jenny still shot. Don't give me no. I want to see her walk around. That's it.
Say what you want. Disney knew exactly what they were doing with those shots.
Oh,
I don't care.
No, in that one episode, yes. This last episode, they didn't give me a lot.
I know. But even from
that's what I'm pissed off about. They didn't give me a lot in this episode and the last one before this. They didn't give me a lot.
I'm not even gonna lie. When I was watching that episode, when she was walking up to the ship when Ezra had landed, I said, Leo gonna be disappointed because he didn't get enough of that shot. And that was the only part that she was in for the whole episode.
Dude. And that's her hiding that thing. Like where? Like what?
Can I get to
But anyway, with that being said, I think that's an episode. That's a podcast episode. Episode 83. All right. Well,
I almost forgot Aaron was back.
Yeah, your mic is muted. Yeah, there you go. Hello, how are you?
Welcome back.
So just some housekeeping. Obviously, Mancave101 Podcast. We're at you live every Thursday. We have a lot of things coming up this month. Okay, there's a live episode next Thursday from the Man Cave. Comic-Con all next weekend with the boys live coming at you. When DZ is coming up from deep in the heart of Texas, he's going to be joining, unfortunately, the boys and minus me, and I will be missing it because I'm freaking lame and have to make money, but this is the world we live in. Spider-Man 2 comes out October 19th, where Aaron, shortly after that, will be giving you 19 inches of Venom.
Pause, bro. That's 3.
Come on, it's literally the best joke. Anyway, Aaron will be streaming that live pretty much as soon as he can. So please join in on that one because
probably
if you watched any of his, probably release day. So if you watched any of his live streams with the gaming, it's freaking awesome. Anything else I missed? Thank you so much for 400 subscribers. That's freaking amazing again. So thank you. We appreciate each and every one of you that come by every week, looking at our trailers, watching our videos. I think that's all I got. So from all of us here, myself, Leo, Big Chase, Aaron, and Torian, thank you for stopping by. As per usual, we'll see you on the next season finale. I guess that's Loki, right? So so we're probably all.
Oh, and also then y'all say he was gonna do like a whole do Gen V at the end.
Yeah, we'll probably bring you in for that one.
We'll figure out what we're gonna do with Gen Z, but we'll cover it.
Yeah, we need to cover that because I got things to say.
So if you don't know, he sure does. If you don't know our socials, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Kick, Rumble. See, I can go away for a week or 3 and still got it. So that being said, take care. Have an absolutely fantastic night. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Peace.
Bye.